everybody, Joy here. Do I look happy? It's because I'm happy. It's been a wonderful morning. I woke up at 6 and noticed my husband's bump wasn't next to me on the bed. And I thought, oh my goodness, what's the matter with Jerry? So I got up, went out in the living room to see where he was, and I said, what are you doing up? Are you okay? He said, yes, I woke up at 5:30 and I felt so good I decided to get up. And so he was out in the living room, sitting in his chair. And he's brand new. He's good. He's fine. He's outside measuring the cement in our driveway to get prepared for how he needs to change the driveway to go with the new barn. So he's having a wonderful day, and I'm having a wonderful day because number one, he's well, and number two, I just spent the morning with my BFF, Phylly. Now, I don't know if Phylly's real happy that she spent the morning with me. We went to a quilt shop here in Tulsa. It's called the Quilt Studio, I think. Really nice. Nice ladies in there, very helpful ladies. And so Phylly and I met there, and we were there together. And so she actually had to pretend like she didn't know me because I embarrassed her so bad. I told her, I said, no problem, Jerry does that all the time. I know. I mean, it was so innocent on my part. I'll tell you what happened. So, the lady at the cutting table was cutting out this fabric. I had not seen it there. I wasn't there to look for fabric. I was there to look for this. That's all I was there for. This little tiny 1/4 yard of fabric. That's all I was there for because I need a binding for this quilt. And I could not find any of the right color red. They only had one in the whole store of the right color red to bind this with, see? So that's why I was there. So the lady helped me find this right away, and I put it on the counter. And so then I was just very innocently minding my own business, not causing any trouble. And Phylly and I were just wandering around, you know, looking at everything. And I saw the lady at the cutting table cutting out this fabric right here. And I loved it. I thought, fall is coming. I need something to wear for fall. Look, let me look in the mirror and see. See? See? Isn't it pretty? With black jeans. I just love it. I love the colors. Oh. I love the black. I love it's different than what I wear all the time. So the lady was cutting this out for somebody else, and I noticed it. And so I said, could you keep that up here because I really like that. I might buy some. So later on, we were walking around, and I said, oh, let me go find that fabric that lady was cutting. And we went around looking for all the fall fabrics, and I couldn't find it. And so Phylly went up and said, can you show my friend where this fabric came from, because she wants to find something to go with it. You know, like, you know how they always make a group and then they make a bunch of fabrics that go with the group with all the matching colors. And so I thought I might buy, you know, another piece. So we went back, the three of us, to where this came from. And we were looking for something to go with it. And they had one there that was all leaves. It was just leaves like this right here. Oh, and look, this one has the acorns too. And so that fabric had just leaves all over it, and then the acorns. And the lady said, well, how about this one here? And I said, ooh, I don't know about that one. That looks like testicles hanging down. And Phyllis about choked. And the poor lady. And Phyllis is like, I don't know why she keeps following me around. I don't even know her. She followed me in from the parking lot. I know. Oh. Anyway, it got a good laugh. You know, I don't, and of course I know you all know, if she would just think before she talks. I know. I say that to myself all the time. Why didn't you think before you said that? Why didn't you not say that? So anyway, that was fun. We laughed and laughed, and I went ahead and bought just that, nothing to go with it, because I didn't like the matching piece, right? But that's not all I got. I'm so innocent. You know, I just went in there for this. That's it. Just this. But then, when I was walking around looking for fabrics to match this little quilt, this gigantic quilt was hanging on the wall in the back of the store. And I just loved it. Right away I went, oh, I love that quilt. It's just a scarecrow. I mean, how fun can a scarecrow quilt be? And I know that my friend Becky's making a scarecrow quilt, but I didn't like her scarecrow quilt. I mean, there's not even a scarecrow in it. It's just like scarecrow clothes. And I was just like, I'm not impressed with that. And I didn't need it, and, you know, had no plan to make a scarecrow quilt until I saw this one. Totally quilted, hanging on the wall. And so I told Phylly, I said, I think I need a scarecrow quilt to hang up for my YouTube channel, you know, for my business. It's a business solution. I need a scarecrow quilt to hang up for in the fall. And she said, yes, you do. Well, while we were talking about that, one of the customers there said, you have a YouTube channel? And I said, yes. And she said, what's your YouTube channel about? I said, oh, it's about me. She said, what do you do? And I said, just nothing really. I make clothes and I make quilts, and I just talk about if I moved or if I'm sick or whatever. I said it's really pretty boring. But she said, well, could you tell me the name of it? I'd like to go there. So I made a new subscriber while I was at the quilt shop. See, so it was a whole business trip is what it was. I told my husband that the entire trip should be deductible. So it just so happens that the lady that was helping me said, we have kits of that scarecrow quilt. And I said, oh my goodness, does it have all those same fabrics in it? And she said, yes, it does. And that was one thing I just loved about it. So you want to see it? Hold on. Look at how fun the kit is. Look, it's a purse. How fun is that? And the quilts, a picture does not do it justice at all. The picture, you wouldn't even think, oh, brother, what's she making that for? But you wait till I get it done. This is the cutest quilt. The cutest. Can you see with the light shining on it? What I loved about it and what attracted me to it was the leaves, the falling leaves. That's what I really liked, and the pumpkin. So, this is going to be my new project. Yes, it is. Super fun. Super fun. So, my first birthday present to myself. I was going to call and ask Jerry if it was okay if I bought it for my birthday, but then I remembered that you all watch my YouTube channel, and because you watch my YouTube channel and you subscribe and you like me, YouTube sends me money every month. Now, they don't send me much, and they didn't send me enough last month to buy this. But I thought, well, maybe if I add up all the months together that I've been on YouTube, maybe there's a little left over someplace. So I allowed myself to have this for my birthday on Sunday. So, wonderful day. Love being with Phylly. Phylly and I are just like two peas in a pod. It's just so easy. It's just easy. Do you have a friend that's just easy? I mean, easier than your husband. Just easy. Love being with Phylly. But her dog was in daycare, and she needed to go get her dog. First she had to go pick up her sewing machine at the sewing machine store, and then she needed to go get her dog from doggy daycare. So we couldn't stay together all day, but it was a wonderful morning. I'm going to go downstairs, and I'm going to put this in the washer, and I'm going to wash it and dry it, and then I'm going to figure out what blouse I want to make out of it. And maybe, I have something else I'm making. You want to see what else I'm making? I have to go downstairs and get it to show it to you. So let me go downstairs, put this in the washer, and get it. I always pre-wash my fabric. Always, 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 because it shrinks. And I want it to shrink before I make a pattern out of it. I don't want to make a pattern and then have it shrink and not fit me. That would be the end of the world. So, isn't this nice? Oh, I really like it. I gotta go find a pattern to use for it. Oh, I really like fall colors. I usually cannot wear, like this green right here, I cannot wear that wear that, I look like I crawled out of a tomb and belong in one of those Michael Jackson scary videos if I wear that color green. Can't wear it at all, but I love it. And I can't wear coral, I can't wear browns, but I can wear black. And these are kind of bright colors. You can see. I don't know, maybe you think it looks terrible on me, but I think it looks good. I'll be back. Surprise, surprise! You asked for it, and it's here.
Yes!
It's here!
Hi, I'm here. I'm Phylly, in case you've forgotten me.
Yes. We started out the morning at IHOP having breakfast, and then we came here, and then I was going to show off something to Phylly that I found that she didn't find at Hobby Lobby, and someone broke into the house here, and they have stolen all of the colored poster board I bought at Hobby Lobby.
They knew she bought that colored poster board, and they came and they took it.
I swear.
What, 99 cents a piece?
So you know my birthday was Sunday. So when we were at IHOP, Phylly gave me my birthday present, and I have to show this to you. Y'all aren't going to believe it. I hope that the camera focuses good on it. Let me see if I can get up close enough to it. This is a needle holder.
Needle book.
A needle book. And all of the embroidery was done not with a machine, but by hand, by Phylly. So she made the entire book, bound it, embroidered it. Isn't it gorgeous? And this is her handwork right there, Joy's Needles. And each page she embroidered. I told you she's way brilliant more than me, didn't I? And so here, she put needles on each. What are the pages made of? Felt?
Flannel.
Flannel.
I couldn't find felt. That's what I wanted, but I couldn't find it.
Flannel. And so here she put the needles, and she put the number of the needles. And put another little embroidery. And then here's number 8 needles, and another little embroidery. And then here's number, I didn't even know needles came in these numbers.
Oh, yes.
They're
all numbered.
A number 10 needle. This hand embroidered. And then, isn't this cute? And this is all inside this book. And then this is miscellaneous. So I can put whatever I want to in there. I wish I had put those big colored poster boards in. Can you believe? I lose more things in this house. So, but this isn't all. This isn't all. Look what she did. She gave me a directory. And drew these little pictures. So this is what the size 8 needles are for. And this is what you can do in the miscellaneous. Size unknown. That'd be all of mine. And this is what you can do with the size 10 needles. And I gotta cut that to be the same size and staple them together. Oh, look here.
These were my original sketch.
Joy's Needles, More Than Friends. I didn't even see this at the restaurant.
Well, I didn't see
it. So this goes in the book, really.
Yes, it can go in the book.
Joy's Needles. This was her design, and then she made it up. More Than Friends, Sisters of the Heart. Phylly, 8/4/24, which was my birthday. There's some measurements she made it. Isn't that awesome? So I got that at the restaurant. We sent Jerry to Lowe's. And we came home by ourselves. And so I told Phylly I absolutely had to show everybody this. And she said that was okay.
And the red and blue probably aren't the greatest color scheme for this, but
well, I think they are.
That was the blue is in there, and this is red. So, and you love blue anymore,
yes,
so I
love blue. Red. Yes, I think it's wonderful. And I saw some edited sitar fabric in here somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the blue cocoa blue. Except the only problem is that I can't find anything that those blues coordinate with.
I have a whole quilt kit for that.
Well, I'm sure you do, because it was from there, but...
No, it's not.
I mean,
hold on. I know what this is.
I mean, I tried to match this. I don't know if you can see it well.
Look here.
This blue, but it doesn't go
Look,
with
there
other
it
blues.
is. There it is.
Yeah, because this is a cocoa blue.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
It's a cocoa blue kit.
Yes. But
And
look at this. It doesn't go with this.
No, it doesn't because.
And it doesn't go with
well,
this.
you have to buy one of these.
Well, I was trying to match the blue in that.
Well, Philly's going to have to buy more fabric. And so this is what I'm making. It's a scripture quilt. It has psalms in it. But it's not the fabric on this picture. It's Edita Sitar's cocoa blue. And so, you know, someday, if I live long
Someday
enough,
we'll get all of these things made.
someday, what is that song?
Over the rainbow.
Rain barrel. Someday over the rain barrel.
Bluebirds fly, whatever it is. You remember the words to a song? That's what choir books were made for. And
Well, you know, I am another year older.
And wiser. Right?
I don't know. I remember Jerry's mom. She was almost 90. And she was in one of those assisted living places. We wanted her to live with us, actually, but she refused. She wanted to be in the town called Kingfisher, where her house was, and she insisted on being there in this assisted living center. But we were there visiting her there one day, and she said, "Don't ask me to remember anything."
Yeah, I was really surprised. My brother is 6 years older than I am, and I visited he and his friend in June, and
Oh, yeah.
I was really surprised how much his memory is failing. And
Gary?
Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that he's not used to. He was always the center of the party whenever you got a group together, and he's not that way anymore. So I don't know if that has to do with the memory or just,
Well,
he was always quick-witted, or, you know, just a laugh a minute with him.
I don't know if it's immediate things you forget. I mean, did he still like remember growing up? And
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like what happened 5 minutes ago you don't remember.
It just not as quick with the wit.
Yeah.
You know, that was what surprised me with him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
I
was,
know.
like I said, always the life of the party. You know, he always had a joke for everything.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I met her brothers, both of them, at her husband's funeral last year. And Gary sings like Philly does. I don't know if y'all know, but Philly sings. I mean, like Celine Dion sings. Barbara Streisand, not like I sing. I mean, she like really sings.
No.
But her brother sang at the funeral, and oh my goodness, I was just look at my hair is standing up on my arms, remembering it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Now, what about your other brother? Did
Jim
he?
was not, he could sing, but he was not somebody who liked to sing.
Oh, he didn't like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I always said Gary and I could out-sing the choir, the rest of the
Oh
choir.
yes. Oh yes.
The two of
Oh
us
yes.
together,
I wish.
yeah.
Did anybody video that day?
No, we didn't video
Oh.
it. No.
But wonderful, wonderful voice, which I envy. Oh. Anyway, we're gonna go do a project. You know, I told you. Did I tell you? You know, if I could remember from one second to the next, Jerry's mother, don't ask me to remember anything. I bought the same fabric. I know you're going to be shocked. Y'all better sit down. You're going to be so shocked.
I'm not. I do it all the time.
But you know, I watch Peggy Sagers all the time. She was just on last night. I watch her all the time. Philly never watches her.
As I roll
But
my
she
eyes.
is like, she sells fabric in all of her videos now. SilhouettePatterns.com or Peggy Sagers at YouTube. And last night she had 25 bolts of fabric. And I really like to watch it because her son does the camera and he gets up so close to the fabric. I mean, so close you could count the stitches in this leaf. Very close, you can see the weave of the fabric. And she holds it up in the air and she shows you, she unwinds it from the bolt and she shows it hanging and she shows you the drape, she shows you the front, she shows you the back, she tells you what it's made of. And I just love that. And so she had one on one night that I didn't think I liked. and it was a blue and white tie-dye. And I'm not much of a tie-dye person to start with. Usually it just looks like a mess to me, like somebody spilled paint. It was pretty colors. And I thought, so I didn't buy any. I didn't think I did anyway. And so like the next week, she had a video of watch me make this pattern. And the pattern she was making, she used that tie-dye fabric to make it, and I loved it. It was absolutely so pretty out of that fabric. So I ordered it. And now I have discovered that I ordered it 2 times. So I have 2 yards of tie-dye blue and white and another 2 yards of tie-dye blue and white. And so I told Phylly, bring a pattern and let's do matching twin tops today.
Okay.
So
I don't think they'll be matching, but they'll be the same
well,
fabric.
it may not be the same pattern, but it'll
Yeah.
be the same fabric. So what is it? It's already 11 o'clock. She probably has to go home at 11:15. Who knows? We always end up talking so much we don't get much done.
That's not the point. The point is to be here together and be together because
Yeah.
we enjoy being together.
And I told her, you are getting on the video today because I'm showing everybody this awesome present. Oh, and here's the beauty, the biggest beauty. I'm going to cut these to size and put them in here. But the biggest, coolest part of this is I think I can actually find it.
Wait a minute, you can't find them.
I can't ever find the needles. The needles that I sew binding on the back of a quilt, I don't have them in pin cushions. You know, there's a little tiny paper package of them someplace in one of my 4 sewing rooms or one of my 2 houses. But in this, I'll
Yes.
actually be able to find them.
But if you put it where you'll know where it is, you will
Yeah.
never find it again.
No, that's right.
I don't.
Like the paper I put away. But the thing about it is, look, I just thought of something so cool. What number do I do quilts with, ma'am?
That was
8?
well, you can
Number
do them
8?
with a 10 or you can do them with an 8.
So what you could do, think of this. You could take all 5 of these needles and go ahead and pre-thread them.
Mm-hmm.
And then use one, put it back, use the next one, put it back. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant.
I think did I give you 5 of the number 10?
You gave me 5 number 8. What are you going to do, take them back?
No, I'm not. Oh, I was only going to give you 2 of those, but I had so many of them that I gave you because you'll never use them.
Let me see what number
I
10s
don't.
are for. Handmade button, well, I guess you know I'm not making handmade buttonholes. Fine stitching, young eyes. Oh, you have to have really good eyesight.
Yeah, to thread it.
It says for quilting.
It is for quilt. It's for hand quilting.
Oh, it is?
Yes. But if you're going to do the
So are these smaller than the 8s?
oh yes,
They look the same to me.
they're not. They're not.
Oh, maybe a hair little.
Yeah. Yeah. When you go to thread them, you'll find a difference.
All right.
These are the basting for old eyes, as they said.
Well, we have glasses.
Um,
We have glasses and contact lenses.
these are for, and this is what my mom taught me to hand sew with, was that
Number
when
5.
when I was 6 years old
Well,
and
that's
sitting
probably
under her
what I
feet.
need at 74 years old.
Yeah, that's about what I need.
Joys, needles, nobody can take it. I just love it. I just love it, Phylly.
So, anyway, and what she didn't tell you, and this is the important part, is that this is cross stitch on 46 count fabric.
Does that mean
One-
really tiny
Oh,
squares?
you can't see.
I didn't
you
think
can't
there were
see
any.
them.
No.
Yes. No, they're not squares. These are threads. I stitched 2.
So they're not X's?
No, there's no X. Yeah, there's X.
Cross stitch is an X, right?
Yes. Yes, and I did do X's on
Yeah.
this. But it's 2, I stitched 1 silk thread over 2 threads for a 46 count.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah. So.
So you had 1 needle with 2 threads in it and 1 needle with 1 thread?
No, I had 1 needle with 1 thread in it. And I stitched over 2 threads of fabric.
Oh, fabric.
Yes, yes.
Fabric.
Yes, so the fabric
Oh.
there's 46 threads to 1 inch
Oh,
of
heaven
fabric.
help us. Well,
Yeah.
I don't care to ever learn how to do that.
That's why I don't do that anymore.
She kept saying, I'm working on this project. I'm working on this project.
Well,
I'm working on
That
this
part
project.
has been finished.
Oh,
for 2
my heavens,
years.
I can see them
Yeah,
now.
I finished that 2 years ago. And it was supposed to be for your birthday last year. But
Oh, my goodness.
that was when Roger passed
Oh,
away
yeah,
and
we
things
had-
were crazy and I just told her, you're not getting your birthday present this year.
I
didn't
can't.
get it
Now that
finished.
I have the extra pair of glasses on,
You
I
can
can
see
the
the
tiny
threads.
squares.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're not squares, they're threads. So,
Yeah, they're threads.
yeah.
Whew. Amazing.
So if you ever decide you don't want it, it doesn't go to Goodwill.
Oh, it's not going, it says Joys.
That's right.
It says Joy. But I am going to make these fit in here. And maybe.
I didn't get it done, but I was going to put a pocket in there
Yeah,
for
exactly.
those. Yeah.
So that's something I can do. That, oh my gosh, it's just wonderful. Wonderful. Thank
Well, I hope
so
you
much.
will enjoy it and get some use out of
I
it.
already enjoy it. Because I can find it. Oh my goodness, how big are those poster boards we bought?
I don't know.
2 foot by 24 by 36. They're big.
Yeah, they're a good, at least 24 by 36.
Because we're using them to make patterns that we know we're going to make over and over and over again, and our paper's worn out. And so we're making these heavy-duty patterns and hanging them in the closet on those hooks. Have I shown you that? Have we shown them that?
I don't know.
I don't think we've shown you that yet. If I think of it, I'll show you downstairs. But that's why we went to Hobby Lobby and we bought the pretty paper. And so I bought 15, 16, 17. I bought 18 sheets of it, and I can find 2.
Well, she's used a couple. You had to have used 4.
I used 4. Yeah, I used 4.
Because you kept 2 pieces back and
Yes.
front. So she's
I'm still
used
missing
4.
15, because I had 18. And so...
Did you slide him under a bed? Oh, that would
I
be a
don't
good
have
place
any
for him.
beds down
Well, you got a bed up
I have
here.
a bed up here. I wonder if I did. That's pretty smart.
Well, it would keep him from curling up.
Well, you talk to them while I
Oh.
look.
I'm supposed to talk to you. This is one of the blouse that we were working on the last time I was here and we sewed together. And we didn't film anything there, so I bet you've seen a lot of the ones that she did. I added some little bit of embroidery, hand embroidery to it. Because when I made the white collar, which I thought would work well, I discovered it was a little on the stark side. Just kind of, whoo, right like that. And so I decided it's got to have something to bring the two together. So that's why I wound up doing the little bit of hand embroidery. I don't do a whole lot of hand embroidery anymore, although I started out making this, and I was supposed to have, it was supposed to say Joy's Needles, More Than Friends, Sisters of the Heart, and I decided that was going to be too much since I was going to be hand embroidering it because I couldn't figure out how to digitize it on my machine or in the computer. So, and then I stitched this page. I started with the 5s and decided, well, I couldn't just put a number on it. It had to have something, so I threw a few flowers in there. And then I went to the 8s. And then I got out, or this is the 10s. I got out a book for this one, and I thought, okay, what other design could I do? So I found a book that I have that has embroidery designs in it. So I did that one. This one, this is some roses that I like doing, and those are real easy to do. So I did those. And what else is there on here? And then this was this is all French knots for hydrangeas. But I'm not a very good embroidery designer. I'm more just I copy everything. So anyway, that's how I made all of that. How much time does it take to look under a bed?
Well, I thought I'd go ahead and clean the house.
Oh! You leave me here talking? I'm really sure they enjoyed all of
I'm
that.
sure they did. Well, I actually, I looked under the bed, no poster boards. And so then I thought I'd look in the closet in the other room, no poster boards, so.
I was gonna say, we looked in all the
I have
closets.
got to find those today.
Could you put them under your bed?
Maybe,
Or
who
maybe
knows?
in your closet?
Who knows, we're gonna have to go.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
gotta
have to
look
go.
for cardboard.
Yeah, if we make something downstairs, I'll drag you down there and show you. How about that?
That sounds like a good idea.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, I'm bringing you downstairs so we can spy on Phylly and see what she's doing.
I'm trying to pin together my fabric.
What fabric?
This is,
Oh, show them the lovely tie-dye. I haven't even showed them yet. There it is. That's it, from Peggy Sager's. And do you know I just found a hole in my piece upstairs?
Really?
That's like 3 different fabrics I've gotten from her recently that actually have a hole.
goodness.
So I don't know if she's carrying seconds or what.
Well, you know, especially the t-shirt fabrics, they get a hole so easily.
Yes, they sure do.
Yeah.
I found out so many of my t-shirts have a hole right here.
Yeah.
And I read on the internet that it's from the button on your jeans.
I think it's from the seat belt.
The seatbelt go across your belly button?
Mine are right.
Well, I guess so. Maybe it is the seatbelt rubbing the fabric against your button.
I don't think it, well, it could be because it's rubbing it against, I just think it's because the seat belts have rough edges along the edge.
Well, I don't know how many t-shirts I've got that have 2 little holes right there on my belly button. Do I have glass in my belly button?
You know how we do when long arm and you pin it to the thing. I had all my t-shirts had holes on the middle of them.
This is true. This is true. So y'all see where we are? We're down here in the long arm room, and I'm sewing over there on my 5 something or other. I never can remember the number of these crazy machines.
The Bernina
They're both
room.
Berninas. Is it a 570? It's a 5 something.
This is
And,
a 740.
This is a 740, and at home, Phylly sews on a 770, don't you?
770 and the Solaris.
Yeah.
This is a 570.
Oh, they both have a 740 and 570. You'd think I
Yeah.
could remember that. So tell everybody what your t-shirt looks like that you're making.
It is a raglan sleeve princess style. Probably not the best pattern.
Boat
for
neck?
this. Actually, the neck is supposed to come up like this, and then there's supposed to be a split in it. But I had a real hard time trying to
goodness.
put the pins in
I
it.
thought mine was difficult.
Well, this wasn't, when you put the facing on it, you don't cut the slit in it until you put the facing on it, and when you go, then you cut down.
Yeah.
there to cut the
I know what it
facing.
is.
So it's
I know
not
what it
hard.
is. I made one like that, Peggy Sager's, and I love it. In fact, I'm fixing to make it for the 3rd time.
Well, this is the SureFit Designs.
Well, mine is, who is it? Safety pocket.
Safety pockets.
So,
yeah.
and I got to the hard part of it, and that's why I decided to film Phylly.
She just wants to catch me saying a bad word.
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. This isn't the easiest fabric to cut out, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness, it's like cutting out water.
Tracing cats.
Okay, here's an update of what Phylly and I have made. This is how much Phylly got done. It's not done.
No.
She got to finish the neck. The neck's going to have a slit in it at the top, and it's going to be a little bit shorter, but this is our matching fabric. Now, if Phylly will hold the camera, I'll show you how much I have
I wanted
done.
to show her, but okay.
Oh, you're going to show how much I have.
showed you. Where's the other piece?
Well, there's only this.
Okay. This is finished.
This is how much I have done. No kidding. That is.
It's normally the other way around. I've got this done, and she's got this done, and she's got pressing the seams, and she's hem's all done.
Oh,
She
I'm
has
telling
a
you
little
what.
problem with this.
Somebody better give me 1,000,000 comments telling me how amazing this neckline is.
When you get it finished.
Oh.
I thought it went like this. I still
No,
think it goes like
no,
that.
it does not go like that, you ding-a-ling. Let me show you the pattern. Here, give me the pattern over there.
I'm sure it goes like that. Okay, maybe it doesn't.
See there, the gathers are up at the shoulder. She keeps telling me I'm making it upside down.
Here too.
Well, no, it's just a V. You can't have gathers on your boobs.
Well, I could. I do, just look there.
You just automatically have them. Anyway, we're both goofy. Have we had any lunch? We haven't even had any lunch. Well, I'm finishing that other side of that shoulder, or I'm not leaving this room. We'll be back, Jack. All right, sideburns and Phylly are laughing at my top. I'm going to give the camera to Phylly. It's not done.
Let's get a little closer so we can see this.
Oh, don't get too close.
We gotta see this
Lord.
collar. See? Look at all the gathers up there. It's just what you need.
Oh yes, could you please be
And
impressed?
the armhole darts, and then it does. Oh, I probably should be looking at through this instead of.
Yes, you should. Could you please back
I'm
up?
probably bouncing it up and down. You should know better than to turn me loose with the camera.
Some friends. Anyway, it has sleeves, 3/4 sleeves.
It's
Good
cute.
thing, or both of my boobs would be out. But where's the point? Oh, here's the point.
Yeah.
So
It's really cute.
the pattern is going in the closest trash can. I promise you. I do not recommend it. When you have to spend, what's it been, 3 hours?
Well, we got here at 11, and so you had to come and help me.
And it's 3:30.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we've been working.
I have spent the whole time, well, cut it out. Do you see me in that video thing?
Oh, am I supposed to look in here? They're probably looking at your middle.
It's a good thing, they say, don't even edit them, just put them up.
Well, this is one for those. Since they haven't seen us together in a while, they'll enjoy this one.
Well, do you think I should finish it, or it's just horrible? I could take the sleeves up a little bit, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd run the sleeves up, just the side seams up just a little bit up and
Well,
down.
see, the way you do this is the front pattern,
Mm-hmm.
I had raised the armhole a 1/2 inch on both sides, and the back pattern I didn't.
Oh,
So I like to do that.
that might help if both were done that
Well, the
way.
thing is, I cut the back out first.
Oh,
If
okay.
I had cut the front out first, then I could have cut the back higher. But I'm telling you, this pattern, I don't ever want to make it.
But we had fun. That was the main
And it's
thing.
not our favorite fabric. Let us point that out.
It's real soft, real drapey.
It crunches under the knee. Look how it shows your fat. I hate things that drape on your fat lines.
Yeah, but
You gotta put your
it
pants
was
up
not.
like Gomer Pyle. You gotta get them up.
It was not my favorite either. I swear it was knitted on the stretch on the it was off grain when it was knitted.
Yes, we had to iron Phillies to even get it to lay.
I couldn't
down on the
she had hers cut out and I was still trying to lay the fabric flat on the table because it was just all folded. I couldn't find it I couldn't get it to fold straight.
Funny thing is, the ones that end up in the Goodwill box usually are Peggy Sager's fabric. What is it about that?
I don't know, but I'm not going to say a word because you know my opinion of Peggy Sager.
It's 5/8 inch seams. I can redo the sides with
Yes.
1/4 inch seams.
Yes, you
Give
can.
myself a little more belly room. And put the 3/4 sleeve in. And it
Yeah.
might end up being my favorite blouse.
It might. It
Or
might.
with white pants.
I don't see anything wrong. I mean, it's not horrible.
Yeah.
It's we have not been drinking. She's had water.
They ask me all
She
the time.
tells me she's had water.
All right, you say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
So here's my finished except for the hem top. You're not supposed to sew it here. And you can see why. It looks terrible. I thought, it should be shut there. I've decided that this is good enough to give to the Goodwill, like my last make of the raspberry cranberry not fuchsia sweater. I'm going to rip this out. The sleeves are hemmed, but I don't like them down there. I like 3/4. This is supposedly a 3/4 sleeve, but on me it's not. I don't know if I have short arms or what. So I roll it up. I would take it in. If I was going to keep it, I'd take it in so I could pull it up. It's too long. I understand it's out of style to have these points nowadays. Do you watch those style people on YouTube that tell you what you're not allowed to wear anymore? What shoes are out, what tops are out, what pants are out, what jewelry's out. Oh, you'll watch one lady and she'll tell you, oh, don't dare wear this anymore. Capris are out, and pointy tops are out, and this kind of makeup's out, and you can't wear big jewelry, you have to wear little bitty jewelry. Then you watch the next lady, she does the complete opposite. There was one lady on there, she had to be 100. And she said, like I'm saying to you, she said, I've heard that big prints are out. Yes, I've heard that too. And she said, well, I'm just going to see if they are or they aren't. So she bought the biggest prints that you can buy. She didn't sew them, she bought them. One of them had a giant face, a head on the front of it. It was a dress she was going to wear on a cruise or something. All of the things she put on looked horrible on her, in my opinion. But they were all humongous prints. But this, to me, it's the wrong, like Phylly said. I just talked to her, well, texted her, and she said we picked the wrong patterns for that print. And we did. We should have just done a pull over your head t-shirt. This thing, the pattern's going in the shredder. I should take a video of me shredding it because I'm going to. So this was my make for the day, but like Phylly said, if we never wear them, at least we had a lot of fun making them. I know I owe somebody how to tie a bow. Let me tell you how to tie a bow. I told somebody I'd tell them how to tie a bow. Let me see if I have something I can tie a bow with. Hold on. Okay, so let's pretend that this is a tie on the side of my blouse here, okay? It's a nothing, it's a scrap of fabric. So I want to tie a bow. So what you do is you put the first knot in and you hope it stays together. I need some fingers or something. I need to get sideburns up here. Let me try Phylly's book that she gave me. So you put the first knot in. Doesn't matter how you do the first one. Put one side over the other and tie the first bow, the first knot. Okay? So there's knot number one. All right? Now here's the entire secret of tying a pretty bow. Don't ever bring the bottom up over the top. The bottom stays on the bottom and the top stays on the top, and you wrap the top over the bottom. Jerry's talking to nobody in the kitchen. See? Look at that. Isn't that cute? See? That's it. I promised somebody I'd show them how to tie a bow. So that's how you do it. I was just editing my video to get it up today to show you, and I thought, oh, I should show them that I finished the binding on the little house quilt. So there it is. Not the exact same red. Remember, I went to the quilt shop with Phylly, where I embarrassed her, and it's embarrassing to me now, the things that come out of my mouth. Anyway, I wanted to show you that I did get that bound, and I just really do like it right there on that little wall. And I have to show you this. Look at the guest room chair. No fabric to fold. Look at the guest room floor. No fabric to fold. Look at the guest room bed. No fabric to fold. And look at my mom's little bear. I just love that little bear. She had 3 bears. She had a big one, a medium one, and this little one. This was the baby bear. And I just love that little bear. It reminds me so much of my mother. She loved dogs. She loved cats. Unlike me. She had 2 dogs and 2 cats in the house. No. I don't do pets in the house. But I just wanted to show you I've been busy. And I got all that new fabric folded. And I've decided it is so much work that I'm not going to order any more fabric. I don't care how cheap it is. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember I said that, okay? As I was editing, I thought, oh my goodness, I need to go show them where I found those poster boards. So this is the sewing room, and you see here my sewing table, and behind it is my sewing case. Well, this is where you store your poster boards for some reason. Back here, see all the pretty colors? They're so pretty. Some blue in here, purple, blue, aren't they pretty? So I can make more patterns. Let me show you what I do with them. All right, so here's the closet off of my sewing room, and there's the scraps of the ones I made first. It's nice, heavy-duty paper, heavy-duty, see? Phylly calls it cardboard. Really nice weight. So that's the leftovers, and over here on the hangers, see the little hangers? And you poke a hole. You have to buy a hole poker. I had to buy a hole punch that makes 1/2-inch holes, and then you poke this hoosie through the holes, and it holds your patterns up in your closet. See, isn't that fun? Now, when you go on Amazon to find these, I'll put them in my Amazon store. How about that? Hey, good idea. Because there's a place where if you just buy one, it's like $8, and you can actually buy 5 of them for way, way less than that. So here you can see my SureFit Designs Master. No seam allowances. So I can trace this on the Dr. table paper, and then I can change the style all the ways I want to, and then add the seam allowances. Awesome. And then these don't wear out. Oh, look, that's got a little bitty tear in it. I'm going to glue that. So the blue one is my silhouette tank top. It's her pattern number 500. I have made that over and over and over, and it fits me perfect. And Peggy has 3/8-inch seam allowances. So there's the front, bust dart, and then the back. See, so isn't that fun? It's like being a real pattern person or something. So go check out my Amazon store if you want to buy those little hookup things. How fun. Oh, I also talked to you about another pattern I was making, and the top is all done, hanging in the closet. And this is the shorts. And this is a Sinclair pattern. I was watching Karina on Lifting Pins and Needles, and she made this, and I really, really like the top. Simple tops. Shorts are a little difficult. This pleat right here, or this, what do you call that? A crack, a dart, a slit, a crack. That was a little different, and I really worked on that. But isn't that cute fabric? It's kind of a thick fabric. So those are the shorts. I've got to obviously finish the hem. I put the elastic in the top yesterday, but love the shorts. You can put pockets in them, but the pockets are side pockets, and they always, you know, I stick out enough with my belly. I don't need anything else added there. So this was the other pattern I was telling you about. You want to see the top? Let me take you in my closet. I hung it up so you could see it here in my closet. This is the top. This is one pattern, the top and the shorts. I showed you the pattern a second ago, so you probably saw the name of it. I don't remember what it's called. And this is the top with 2 bust darts, V-neck, my favorite, and sleeveless. So when I get the shorts done, I'll put them on and show you what it looks like all together. But that's the other pattern that I was talking about in the video. So I think it's August the 10th. I'm sure it's August the 10th because my sister's birthday is August 12th, and that's a Monday. And I'm going to be in town, so I'm going to get to go see her on her birthday. I'm so excited. She came here for my birthday. We had such a good time. I just love so much. Sometimes I'll say, why did we move here? Why did we move here? We had such a beautiful house down there. What did we move here for? And then I remember my sister lives here and my Phylly lives here. That's it. That's the 2 best reasons in the whole wide world. Okay, so now I'm not wearing that horrible, hideous top. I could have shortened it. I know it was way too long. I could have made it straight instead of with the point. But the thing is, it kept ripping. I don't know what it is about her knits, because I had this happen in another knit. It was a top I really liked. It was the one with the big border print, and it turned out really cute, and it ended up in the trash because of the holes in it. It's like the needle makes a permanent hole. And if you rip it out, you know, I wanted to rip all the seams out and make it bigger for my belly. And it was like so many of the holes just got bigger or ran. And so I even tried patching one that ended up right here. Remember I told you I was going to rip out that seam that you weren't supposed to sew there, but I thought that it should be sewn? Holes. And then I tried patching the hole, and you just could see the patch. I mean, it's in the real trash until Thursday when the truck comes and takes it. It's not coming back in this house again. I don't know if Phylly will wear hers or not. Hers is probably really pretty. She's going to shorten it and make the neck, you know, with the split right here. So I bet hers is going to turn out really nice. But I wanted to tell you because I know you're probably wanting to see it all done. So you saw it. You saw it as done as it got. So I'm going to end this video right here. I think it's long enough and it's time I got one up. So y'all have a wonderful week ahead and I'll be back someday.